computer. That's the button you want to hit, John. Okay. No, we don't have new theme music, but this is super impressive.
Is this out of necessity or is this a
Yeah, he has no arms.
Okay.
Didn't you see him? He had no arms. I bet his girlfriend loves him.
This out of necessity.
What is going on, losers? Welcome to the Lost Losers Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John McQuinn. Jesus, this is already starting off bad. This is not starting off good. Anyways.
Hit the ground or running?
Hitting the ground running.
Right?
What? I've already lost. All right, where was I? Yeah, I'm John, coming at you from good old Kentucky.
Hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
And then young Jamie. And then this week,
you're my special friend.
Mr. Kelly Loper is coming in from Houston. So how is everybody?
Asperger's.
Yes, the Asperger's is here. How is everyone this week? Did you guys like the opening new music or video? That guy's impressive. And yes, Kelly has no arms.
I guess you didn't hear the follow-up question to that.
No, I did not hear the follow-up question.
I said, well, it looks like we're off and running. Wait, he has legs, right?
Nope, no legs.
Oh,
wait, he's just a nug?
Yeah, he's just a nug. I think he's just a nug. Hold on. Let's go back and let's check the tape.
I'd like to apologize to baby Jesus. And
you're not, buddy. It's already too late for you. Hold on. Let's
that are celebrating freedom too early.
Hold on, one more time. He's just a nug, right?
No, he's got legs.
No, he's moving.
I thought he's got legs. Okay.
Yeah, he's not on the ground. No.
Does he have one arm or no arms?
I'm gonna guess no arms.
Who plugged all that in for
leoparding it?
I'm sure.
Yes, who cleans it for him?
No, who plugged it all in for him?
I guess
that's
the same
a really
person.
Sketchy job trying to plug in shit into the wall with your mouth.
He did it with his toes.
Well, somebody was recording him, so I'm guessing they hooked him up and plugged shit in.
He had it by drone. He was starting the drone with his feet. All right, so.
Well,
anyways, before we get too farther into this shit show of a podcast this week, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching Rumble, do us a favor, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. If you are listening on wherever you get your wonderful podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. Share with a friend. If you want to contact the show, lostloserspodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter, all that good stuff. All right, here we go. So, yes, I don't know. Where were we? Oh, yeah, that guy in his feet. I don't know what he was doing. It's hot. Everyone okay? Everyone's alive this week? Everyone's doing good, though?
That video was pretty hot.
The fucking A. I bet his girlfriend or significant other just really loves a good...
yeah.
Little
tickling of the ivories.
The tickling of the ivories? Or a tickling of the honey
piano
pot?
slang. Except,
with his tongue?
Yeah. I'm saying he's really good at fellatio. Is it called fellatio if you do it on a woman?
Well, if it's on a woman, it's called cunnilingus, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just call it head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you want to call the correct term, if you're doing head to a woman, I think it's cunnilingus. So I think he's very good at the cunnilingus. Plus, it's just a fun word to say, cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Snoo.
It kind of sounds like the sound it makes. What's that word called?
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah. I mean, people come here for specifics.
Oh, wait, no, that's just a sound effect. I know what you're talking about. I don't know that.
Yeah.
So,
anyhow.
All right. So, if you're new to this podcast and all that good stuff, we usually kick this podcast off with wishes this week, which is the weird and interesting shit that likes to happen to us. But I ain't got nothing. I got one story. So, James, if you want to kick it off for us and just really get this ball fucking rolling. Hear it out. Let's go.
I mean, I ain't got much. I let some of my Florida man blood come out this week. It was quite fun.
And by Florida man, you cooked meth in a Mountain Dew 20-ounce bottle?
No, my moving up to Grayson, we got a decent amount of land now, and so my mom wanted to get some mini bikes and some stuff to like ride around the yard, have some fun. She wants to like just develop the grandma house where everyone can come over and have fun, do dumb shit, and no one cares. And I love it. And so I'm just feeding into it and just trying to see how far we can push it. And so we got 2 mini bikes this week, 200cc little Coleman bikes. And it is so much dumb redneck fun.
So are you buying the conversion kits for those?
I'm buying a conversion kit for one of them. I have to keep one of them safe for smaller cousins coming over and stuff. But there is a conversion kit, an engine swap that my brother-in-law and I found for under around $200 that can get these mini bikes going up to about 60 miles an hour.
I'm sorry, how fast?
Oh,
60.
Retard alert. Like, that's what I'm thinking right now. Like, you were going to fuck something up.
Like full legal speed. I can go get this shit legalized in Kentucky to ride.
No, you don't even
around.
have to get them. No, you don't have to legalize them because it's under a certain
CC.
engine size, under CC. You could just.
You
What's
should
that?
start a biker gang, a mini biker gang.
Like
It's
instead
so
of mini
fucking
kiss, like kiss, and you have mini kiss. They have like Hell's Angels and the mini Hell's Angels.
Yeah,
Just
Like
roll up
the-
on the Coleman mini bikes.
yeah, like the Purgatory Angels or something. They're pretty litigious about their name, if I remember correctly.
Sonny Barger is rolling over in his grave right now, thinking of that.
But I'm so fucking excited. These things are so much just dumb fun. I learned how to pop wheelies on it and everything.
Already?
Yeah, I've already gotten to the point
Wait.
where I can wheelie and throw myself off, and I ate shit the other day.
He just got grass burn, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, how long did that take? Let's see. I talked to you Wednesday
2
night
days.
with Bill. You bought it Thursday.
Yeah, I bought it while talking to you guys. Picked
Okay.
it up the next morning.
And how long before you got the road rash on your elbow?
The next morning.
Like how many hours after you had it?
Or that was getting the second bike. So I already had the first bike for like 2 or 3 days.
Okay. But the road rash, how long?
After starting to ride at 2 or 3 hours, because I was ripping that thing for a while. Just
Okay.
going back and forth, practicing wheelies and doing dumb shit.
That's about that 2 or 3 hour mark's usually right when you're getting comfortable with it and you're like, oh, look at this. And that's when you usually eat shit. That's
Oh, I started drifting the bitch around the house and I spun it out from under me and rolled like a turtle around the yard and shit. It was awesome.
Kelly, you ever seen one of these things? You ever been on one
Oh
of them?
yeah, yeah. My brother Ernie actually.
Well, I should have known. I
Somebody-
should have fucking known.
No. He actually had a garage sale right after he moved in the house he's still in, and one of his work buddies or friends or somebody dropped this thing off, and they're like, "Hey, can you sell us in your garage sale for us?" And it was like we had stayed up all night moving. I was like, "What is it?" I had never seen one. I was like, "What is this? A bike for ants?" I was like,
It's a fucking like lawnmower engine on a bike and it's
Yeah.
awesome.
So,
So-
the garage sale started shortly after sunup, like
Yeah.
7 a.m. There are people everywhere. And I was just like, how much are we supposed to sell this thing for? What does it even do? And he's like, it's like a mini bike, man. It's like a motorcycle, but I was like, what, for midgets? And he's like, no. Oh, we're not supposed to call them that anymore. Little people.
Little people. Don't get us
Uh,
canceled, Kelly.
So within 20 minutes of the garage sale, some dude is like, I want that. Does it run? He's like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just the brother that lives down the street. And then so like 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, this dude is cranking up a mini bike and tearing down the sidewalk. And I was just like, I think I want this.
Wait. Not for sale anymore. Not for sale.
Oh Lord. I don't remember how much he sold it for, but I was in college at the time. So I was like, never mind.
So when
All
I worked,
yours, they're your own boy.
so when I worked at Home Depot, the orange box store, we used to have to do the Black Friday. So the Wednesday before,
Black
we'd have-
Friday's better.
yeah, the third, obviously. So, anyways, we had to set up all the displays. Didn't take long, did it? Kelly, it really didn't. It took us 15 minutes for you to freeze James. 15 minutes. I knew that
Right,
joke was
then.
coming, and I was just rolling past it. And, so we had to set up the Black Friday displays. So all the supervisors and store manager and the co-managers had to work late and close the store. Then after hours, put everything up, and then we go home. One year they had the mini bikes
At Home Depot?
at Home Depot for Black Friday, and the store
Did you
got like,
bring a fucking like gas can in with you.
no, we have lawnmowers there at Home Depot. There's already gas at the store.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So
Full container. for it.
we put everything out, and my store manager looks at me. He goes, "You know what's happening." I went, "Yeah, let's do this." Dude, we busted out 2 of the mini bikes, and we're rolling through the stores, riding them outside in the parking lot, zipping around, dude. Like it is like 11 o'clock at night at Home Depot, and fucking the police roll up. We're zipping through oh, dude, it was just insane. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, you guys gotta go home." We're like, "See you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody."
And then rip off into the store.
Went right back in the store.
Let's get these back on the display before
Put it
anybody.
back on the display. So there's 2 people out there about 5 years ago that bought 2 mini bikes from a Home Depot. They were slightly used, and one of them had a partial dent in it.
That came in shipping.
Shipping.
Fell off the truck.
So, yeah. Oops.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I've never actually been on one though.
They're
I think
they're fun.
just a normal bike would probably be like a mini bike for me. Like I see, occasionally I'll see somebody that buys a motorcycle that's a little too small for them. I was like, oh, that would be me.
That looked like they look like a circus bear on a mini bike.
Yeah, like you need like one of those like Bruce Willis choppers from Pulp Fiction.
I've had
Like,
that thought.
you know.
Like, I'm gonna seriously struggle with that. And so I think I have to go from this and get a dirt bike and then go to I have to get like a decently sized bike. And so I just don't want to overuse it and just fucking kill myself immediately. So I feel like I want to get a dirt bike and then go to a normal street bike.
Probably. All right. Sorry, James. We kind of cut you off. We kind of sidetracked here
No,
on your
you're good.
wishes.
Oh,
So
holy crap! Yeah. So
It
you
was
got
just-
2 dirt bikes.
you got
Yeah.
2 dirt bikes.
Florida man energy. It was a lot of fun. I took my girlfriend over there to ride them today. She crashed almost immediately.
Poor Haven.
I walked her, talked her through it and everything, and just whiskey throttled it a little too much. She's all right, but yeah.
No trips to the hospital, so that's good.
Yeah, no. She was all right. She got up laughing and everything. And like as she was falling, she hit the kill switch, and I was just like, fuck yeah. All right.
Well, she learned. Well, she knew what that was then. Like,
Yeah.
at least she understood. Like, this switch turns everything off.
Yeah, like I don't know if she did by accident or thought about it a little bit, but pressed the kill switch as she was like falling with it. I was like, all right, good on you. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, good for her.
And yeah, didn't have too much this week. Just had some Florida man energy, getting ready to build an apartment, figuring that out. But yeah,
Well, Kelly, would you like to talk about your week? Because I know about your week, and let me tell you, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
what'd you
Started off
do?
great.
Oh, listen to this.
So yeah, Monday morning, first thing I'm rolling in to work. The new kid was on nights, my old replacement, and he's like, hey, and like, so the most seasoned guy probably that I've ever met in our industry was like, well, what happened? And I walked back in the room and they're like, oh, well, this very important valve hung up for like 10 extra minutes and it messed up this other thing. And I noticed it and I called. So, like, our plant is remotely run and operated in Jersey. Like, we're just kind of there to facilitate any manual adjustments or anything like that. Very little that we actually do to make the plant run. Like, software makes it run more than anything. And so he's like, yeah, I called the guys at in Jersey and was like, hey, what's going on with this? And they hit a button and it fixed itself. And we're just looking at each other like, this is bad. I was like, if this thing hangs up again, this plant is effed in the A. And sure as shit, when the time came for the next time, it shit itself and crapped the whole plant out and then really failed after the next one. So I was there.
What is your job?
So I work at what's called an ASU. It's an air separation unit. We basically take the outside air and make it into liquid form, like compress it, expand it,
Yeah.
and then it goes into liquid form.
Yeah.
Nitrogen, oxygen, argon,
Yeah.
and neon, and we're fixing right. Neon,
What do
and
you
then
wait? What do you have your degree in again from Louisiana Tech? Terry Bradshaw.
Aviation management. Yeah. So when I graduated college, the aviation
Like you were going
industry-
for like tower controlman, right?
well, it's more like running an airport more than anything. You could do tower control, but it's more like running an airport or running a terminal for a airline or whatever. But when I graduated, the airline, it was in late 07 and the airline industry was already hurting. So I went to this military recruiter and he was like, oh, well, yeah, we can line you up with all kinds of oil and gas people and all that. I was like, sure, whatever. I'll take some interviews because the best paying job I found in the aviation industry for a non-pilot was in New York City, Manhattan for American Airlines. And it was 75% travel. I think it was $70,000 back in 2007. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything in New York City. I was like, screw that. And the job was awful too. It was like going to other airports and training gate agents on how to use the kiosk, like for people. So you would train the gate agents on how to explain to passengers how to use the kiosk.
Okay, that sounds absolutely fucking horrendous.
Yeah. So
That sounds terrible. So
long story short, the plant shit itself Monday really bad.
Yeah.
And right as I'm going home, we have a good plan together for Tuesday. I get a call from the new kid saying, hey, Jersey called and we're losing air out of our plant. And I don't know what to do. I was like this close to being on the Beltway where there's like point of no return. I was just like, God damn it, everybody's on vacation. So I had to turn right back around after a 12-hour day to go help a new kid, which I don't mind. He's really smart. So like he's a good worker. But then the following day, 6 a.m. to 1 a.m., plant's finally running. Whew. So within the first 2 days, I had like my hours for the week.
So I get this phone call at, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock Tuesday night. I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, because I was supposed to tell you the funny story that happened when I was listening to you guys shit on Mudvayne, or shit on my pick for Mudvayne, not necessarily Mudvayne. And yeah, you had texted me like, hey, a-hole, I rearranged my whole afternoon to talk to you when you're stuck in traffic. And I was like, oh, my bad. I'm at the warehouse sorting through boxes looking for a part.
Oh, that was Monday.
Yeah.
But Tuesday. So Tuesday, I get this phone call. This phone call is, so it took 2.5 hours to get the valve out, and we have 4 what they call the best valve experts in the state there, and the valve should be back in an hour. So how's your day going? I was like, what the fuck?
Well,
yeah,
it was actually more like 4 because there was us untrained monkeys trying to get it off for 2 before the guy got there from the valve company. Yeah.
Jesus,
Luckily,
you
it
fucking-
went,
So
it
this is
went
a
on.
military company, right?
No, this is
No,
a
no.
civilian
This is
company.
This is a privately owned company. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was
the
about to
funny
say it
thing-
sounds very military.
well, I mean, it might as well be. We're understaffed and
Understaffed, under budget, and fucking this stuff isn't exactly the highest of quality.
yeah. So yeah, the funny thing was it took 4.5 total hours to get off. It took 10 minutes to get this thing back on there.
It only took 10 minutes to get it back in.
Yeah, after we
That's
got the
awesome.
crane unstuck.
Jesus Christ. What kind of nightmare was this? All week? Just a nightmare for you there?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, Kelly. Thanks for joining us this week, by the way.
Yeah, you can thank my wife. She told me, yeah, go have fun with the boys.
Nice.
If Will wakes up, I'll handle it.
Lindsay, you know what? Your wife is an angel.
Yeah.
Has to
She's
deal with
the-
you, all
Yeah.
that madness. Ugh. That's just straight shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. Straight shenanigans. All right.
Yeah.
So
Oh, did you want to hear the funny story I was supposed to tell you one of the days? Did I ever
please
you?
tell me the funny story that you're supposed to tell me the other day.
Okay, so I was throwing some meat on the grill, trying to get dinner rolling, so I can possibly do, I guess, a show with you guys or some shit. So Will is throwing a tantrum about something. I don't know what. He was just being a little difficult, and I always set a timer for like 7 minutes, time to rotate the meat, and then flip the meat, rotate, yada yada yada. So like not even the first timer doesn't even go off, and I peek out the window and I see smoke, and I was like, oh god dang, I got the fire
Oh
too.
Jesus!
So I go out there, I lift it up with the intent to just move it to a cooler part of the grill while the fire calms down. The whole thing is on fire. And I was like, oh shit. And
Off.
so I grab, first things first, I grab the meat off on a plate, throw it on the dinner table, and then like yell a couple curse words. And then so we instituted a swear jar, which is doing way better than my stock portfolio at the moment. And, I was like, I yelled. At the dogs,
Wait. You instituted a swear jar for you or for
for everybody. Well, basically just me and Will.
okay. Is there different stages of the swear jar? Like
Really, it just passes hands and then ends up with mom, and she keeps it.
what?
So
No.
it's-
Like so, is it like five? Is it like a buck to say the F word? Is it like 50 cents to drop? Say shit.
I don't know if we've
Can you give up a
instituted thing.
toy?
It's just whatever I happen to have in my wallet.
It's $50 if you happen to accidentally call someone a cunt, like something like that.
I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
we've worked out a structure yet. It's just give me
I
it
think
out.
I think you should. I think you really
So,
should.
I open the door
Disneyland for the
immediately.
Lopers next year.
I open the door and immediately like burst out cursing like at the dogs, like fucking move. And Will just goes, oh, and the wife is like, she's like, I'm about to say something, but then I see you run and grab the fire extinguisher, and I was like, oh, shit's real. And so I got to use a fire extinguisher for the first time in like 3 years outside of training. Like this might be the second time I've only ever used a fire extinguisher for like an emergency situation.
Never use a fire extinguisher, but never had to.
Never?
Neither have I.
Ah man, it was
So-
exhilarating.
Just you, buddy. So maybe it's you that might have that problem. Never had
So
to.
clean your grill, people.
Yes, especially if it's a gas grill.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. But it was a good teaching moment because I got to show Will how to use a fire extinguisher out in the grass, so that was fun. He was really pumped about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, let's put out fires."
Well, I'm happy your 5-year-old was excited about learning how to become a fireman, because Daddy almost burnt the new house down. Your new house has to be on an Indian burial ground, right? Like
You
only
removed
removed
the stone.
like that has to be it, right? Because let's see, you've had what, COVID go through your house, a stomach
No COVID.
or a stomach bug go through your house, where your son got sick and the dog rolled around and rubbed it on all the walls.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty messy.
What else have you had done there since you've moved in? Your wife
there's-
doesn't know your new address yet.
There was the great gas gaff of 2022.
because your wife doesn't know the new address and gave it the neighbor's address. So
I don't know. I still don't have a clear definition of what happened, if it was the wrong zip code or the city or what. But it was a fun couple days.
that's awesome. All right. So, like I said, I didn't have shit this week. Here's about the funniest thing that's happened to me all week, because I've had a pretty crappy week, and most people know why, and I'm not getting into it. That's my personal business.
Yeah.
Dude, so I like to go for a walk. Everyone knows that. That's what I do every day. I go for a walk, listen, clear my head, do all that. So I'm at the park today going for my walk, and I'm getting to I do anywhere between 3 and 4 miles a day. I have about a half a mile to go, and I guess it's going to rain real hard here, and everyone knows I got both my knees are shot, my hips fucked up, and my back's all screwed up. So I went to take a step and land on my right leg, which is my bad leg, and it felt like a bullet entered my kneecap and came out my fucking hip, and I almost fell, and I had to stop. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried a little bit. Now the nice couple behind me that was walking behind me, this nice black couple that was walking behind me, the gentleman goes, "Hey man, are you okay?" And I went to take another step. I went, "I don't know, man, you might have to carry my truck." And he looked at me. He was nice enough to say, "Hey," asked me if I was okay. But when I said, "Hey man, you might have to carry my truck," he went, "No," and just kept walking. I went,
I would have done the same.
hey, he goes, "It's too hot for that shit, man." Nah, it just kept going.
I would have done the same exact thing.
I went,
Said the same exact thing. Like,
I was like, "Thanks,
I'll
man."
check
And
up on you, but
I just started walking. It took about another quarter mile. It added about 10, 15 minutes to my walk today. But man, it fucking hurt so bad. I couldn't get comfortable. My sister stopped by and we're sitting there talking. She's like, "Why are you all jittery?" I'm like, "I can't get fucking comfortable. My fucking hip hurts. My knee hurts." She goes, "It's going to rain tomorrow." I went, "Huh, that might explain this."
So did you make your 100 miles for your Pride Month?
I
or-
did. Yes, I made my 100 miles. I actually did 115, 112, 115, somewhere in between there. Yes,
for gay reparations.
yes, I did that. That's what I did for them. I hope that raised a lot of money and awareness for them. I hope it all goes to a good cause for underage drag events. So that's about all I really had this week. So I did accomplish that. My hip fucking is killing me right now as we're speaking. I'm sitting here fucking trying not to scream in pain. So that's all I got this week, ladies and gentlemen. It was kind of a shit week, but we're gonna have fun on this podcast.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time. So
I feel like for viewers, I feel like if anyone's to say that joke, it's me. I've made out with dudes, so
it's fine. Everyone knows we're joking. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
I'm not joking.
Oh,
I am. I am. Whatever your pronoun
Kelly's
is.
a
it's cool.
raging bigot.
What'd you say?
Yeah. I'm a raging Bigfoot. Wait, what?
What? So I'm gonna say this. So now that I have you two here, you guys will be a good moral compass.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if I told you guys this joke. I think I told Kelly this joke. I don't know if I told Jamie this joke, but I've wrote this joke and I can't keep rewriting this joke because I know it's something there that's kind of funny.
Go on.
And I was at the gas station the other day, and I'm like, man, they keep asking me for a gas receipt. I'm like, who wants to remember the time of being at the gas station now? So my first initial reaction was, man, I'm like ask the gas station asking if you want a receipt is asking like a rape victim if they want a copy of the sex tape. And I went, that might be over the line. Just a little bit over the line.
Depends who it's with. Could be worth some money.
What's that?
What?
What?
I said it depends who it's with. It could be worth some money.
Could be. So, and then I asked my wife, she goes, don't say that joke out loud. Don't ever say that fucking joke out loud. So I put it in the podcast group and I was like, and I sat there for about 10 minutes with it. I'm like, boy, I really need to take this down. So I took it down. So I was like, fuck it, I'll bring it up on the podcast. Well, obviously she's not here to control me right now. So that's why I brought it up. So, but I think I rewrote it where it fits perfectly. I'm like, the gas station asked for a receipt is like Harvey Weinstein asking one of his victims if they want a copy of the sex tape. See, I think it works perfect, more better if you ask Harvey Weinstein there. I would
go
say
Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein, but that's child porn and that's against the law.
I'd still go Epstein.
You'd still go Epstein because that's child porn, buddy.
Yeah, but that's more relevant to what's going on right now.
Because
That's
Giselle,
gonna-
because
Epstein's
Giselle-
gonna do better on stage than Weinstein right now.
you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's so hot right now.
Well, because Giselle just got what? She get 20 years?
Did you see? Did I send you the joke? The
No.
inappropriate joke I made? So the same day or the next day, I don't know, this whole week is a blur. So Maxwell gets 20. R. Kelly got 30.
Is it the age difference?
I don't know what the difference could be.
Is
Can't
it
put
because
my
male or
finger
female?
on
Is it
it.
because male or female?
I can't put my finger on it. Maybe they need like an 8-part VH1, you know, surviving Giselle. Is there, how the hell do you say your name?
Giselle.
Yeah,
Giselle.
Surviving
What was
her.
her? What's her name? Giselle Maxwell. That was her name.
that sounds right. R.I.P.
Just call her Gazelle. That'd be fun.
Gazelle. So what's the over under of Giselle making it? Is
90
it
days.
90 days?
I'm not
But
sure.
I think they put her on suicide watch like day one.
Well, R. Kelly's on suicide watch on day one.
Well, he should be.
And I
Well-
mean, with R. Kelly, this isn't all he's getting charged with. This is just racketeering. This isn't even pedophile.
I thought this-
pedophilic shit.
I
No,
thought,
that was for sex trafficking.
yeah, this was sex trafficking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is racketeering and sex trafficking. This is not going into his personal assault cases yet.
Well,
Like, there's another
like-
trial coming for R. Kelly.
Well, the first one he did, I believe, was in New York court, and they said with the conviction rate with that particular DA or whatever, like he's
Yeah.
never seeing the outside world again. I was like, holy crap, that's awfully bold shit to say. Like 2 minutes after Cosby just got let out,
yeah.
but they were right.
That's medical shit. And isn't he still under watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cosby
So
didn't get-
I
Cosby-
get that to an extent, but I think there was enough money put in their pockets to let him go see his family.
Who?
I think that's kind of how
Who?
it is in my mind. Cosby.
No, Cosby got let out for a technical because of a technical
Oh
reason.
shit!
Yeah.
I didn't realize that at all.
Yeah,
I thought
Cosby's scot free.
yeah.
Oh,
Cosby's
didn't know
completely
that at all.
He's not on
Cosby's-
parole or anything.
Yeah, he's not on parole or anything. Cosby's completely scot free because the DA fucked up and used evidence that he wasn't supposed to use.
Yeah, it was some
Oh,
sort of
In a civil
Jesus.
trial, during in the settlement of his civil trial, none of that evidence in a civil trial could be used against him in
Double
a
jeopardy,
future
yeah.
future
yeah, it was
trial.
some sort of procedural error.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, so Cosby's
Huh.
scot free. Like
I thought
that,
you guys were saying that he got out of like age stuff. And
no, he got out
because
because
that happens every once in a while.
no, he got out because because of a technical issue, and then on top of that, and then they said they don't have enough evidence to retry him, so he's free. And the last I heard, he's talking about thinking about going on stage.
He's trying to, yeah.
Yeah, like he's trying to get up on stage and do. The man's a showman. If you've never seen him live, the dude is great. He knows how to work a room.
Yeah, I actually saw him at a casino in college, and he did almost 3 hours. He was sitting in a stool the whole time, so I don't know if that's still stand up, but he was old as shit, and that was forever ago.
He came
That's what
like
I mean, like, I don't know if I want to see someone that old go up. I don't want to go see Dice Clay. I don't want to go see.
hey, let me tell you something. Dice Clay is going to be here in St. Louis in like a month or two. And I was like, I'm going to get tickets. It's like $130 to go see him. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck off, Clay.
He's back.
Fuck you, Dice man. You ain't that cool.
I
already
have
know your
no
routine.
reason to go see him. He's kind of past his shit, and I know he'll never
Kind of.
accept that until he's dead. But
Hey, well, what didn't he do a movie to where he had like a big comeback with Gaga or something?
Yeah, he
Like,
was in A Star Is Born. He played Lady Gaga's dad in A Star Is Born. Dude, he was
Yeah, I fell
phenomenal
asleep.
in that movie.
I didn't. I
Dude, he
never
was-
saw that. That's hilarious.
Dude, he was really good in that movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about his stand up, but
He was
I
like a
know-
limo driver or something.
yeah, he was a limo driver.
I don't know if he was acting or if that was just his day
No,
job at the time.
I think that's what he did. I think that's what he did. I think that's what he did in the early '90s when his career crashed.
Yeah, probably.
So it wasn't too far of a stretch for him. All right. Should we get into
That's
some news?
funny. I didn't know he went into like acting shit.
Oh yeah.
Think of it like, oh,
No, you mean his nurture rhymes?
Oh,
Oh, hickory dickory dock. The bitch was sucking my cock. The clock struck 2. I blew, I grew, I dropped the bitch at the end of the block. Oh, I remember those. All right.
you gotta turn it up a little bit.
Oh, well, it's already done. I'm over it now. We already checked the volume on that one anyway. So that's what happens, James. Sometimes it comes through perfectly. Sometimes it doesn't. I didn't even fuck with the volume. On that note, let's get in the news, ladies and gentlemen, and let's play Guess the State right off the bat.
yes.
Where in Gino Denali Munez Cologne, 39, better known as Pastor Cologne, was arrested and taken into custody for the exposure of sexual organs. Authorities, listen to this. Oh, this is good. It's great. Authorities have been investigating a report of a man masturbating on a patio outside of a Starbucks on May 9th. Deputies eventually identified Pastor Cologne and determined it was the Good Pasture. And do you know why they were able to determine this and figure it out?
Dick pics?
Nope.
His
Because-
Starbucks cup.
Because the Good Pasture has been charged with the same crime at the same Starbucks before. He is currently being held on a $1,000 bond.
Ooh, that's awfully light.
So would you like to play?
He has to
Guess
pay
the State?
$100 to get out of jail.
Mhm.
You got to put up 10%. Are you fucking kidding me?
And this is the second time this man has jerked off on the same patio at the
I'm gonna go start
same
jerking in public.
fucking Starbucks in the same town.
Can I just wear a priest costume and get away with it?
Nope. But once you figure out the state, you're going to be like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Indiana.
Nope.
Can you say his full legal name again?
Gino Denali Munez Cologne,
I'm gonna say Brooklyn.
Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah, man, it's Florida. Come on, guys. It's a Florida thing.
It's a very Jersey name.
It is not, well, maybe he just moved there. Well, it was in
Yeah,
Las-
they like to go down there a lot.
yeah,
like,
so
Who's they?
What?
Northerners.
Who
What do
said
you mean, you people?
The name's a little greasy.
He is greasy. I don't have a picture of him, but when I seen it, I was like, I don't need to bring that up. Yeah,
It's
so
good, Southern white people were all right.
no, I think we're okay. So why? So twice, only $1,000? Do you think they would have upped that ante? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's at a Starbucks. Take that shit to
Just-
Dunkin'.
It's quite a few children at Starbucks still.
So
It's summertime.
I'm just gonna turn the page.
Oh Lord.
Was
All
he
right.
trying to add another flavor to the drinks?
Jesus.
I feel like there's a Frappuccino joke in there somewhere.
He was just squatting over the flavor
Frothy.
pumps. He was just
He was just adding extra froth.
yeah.
Had that Vente Fappuccino. Does that one
He was-
work?
He is adding extra whip. No,
One sugar, one cream.
2 creams,
right,
1 sugar.
well,
All right, let's
I
go
think
on.
we squeezed that lemon.
All right.
Spunked, not stirred.
Jesus. All right. Now let's talk about the curious case of Amy Coops.
Amy Goose.
Coops. Kupps. If you want to Google this lady.
Yes.
Cups.
Amy Coops. Kupps. See, one night last year, Miss Coops, at the age of 33, went out with a group of friends to a local nightclub,
In North Carolina?
South Carolina. Well, that night, Amy happened to notice a handsome young man making eyes with her. So she went over, started chatting up, and decided to go home with that young man. And instead of being woken up by this gentleman calling her by her first name, this gentleman called her by her middle name or last name as Miss Coops. See, Amy, up until last year, before she made a career change, was a high school history teacher. And you would like to know what that career change was too last year? That's right. She's an OnlyFans model now.
True. It checks
So Miss Coops happened to meet this
Alright.
young man 6 years prior when he was one of her students. Now, in Amy's defense, she didn't know that the young man was in her class until he pulled up his high school history photo, was like, that's you. That's me.
Giggity.
I
Now,
can't blame the dude.
Yeah. Did you Google it?
you just go Google her. Now, see, she was a little bit embarrassed by this, but she didn't regret it because she had fun. It's a good time. Now, that one night stand did have its lasting effects,
Oh no.
because a few weeks later, Amy found out that she was pregnant with child. Now, the mom of
Was it yarn?
to an 8 and already 10-year-old. What's a yarn?
I said, was it yarn?
Now, the mom to an already 8 and 10-year-old said the former student was a little shaken up when she broke the bad news that she was pregnant and that she was keeping the baby. You know why? She's a devout Catholic, ladies and gentlemen. That's why she's keeping it. She made sure to make that point out, even though she says every woman has a right to choose. She just wanted to say that she's a devout Catholic. That's why she's keeping it, not because she had a one-night stand.
I think that's kind of the stance to take. So, but I get what you mean. Even if it's your religion, you shouldn't put it onto other people. Yeah,
Yep,
it's the way to be.
that's the way to be. I mean, I don't know how devout Catholic you can be by getting knocked up on a one-night stand,
That also.
but
Yeah.
who am I to judge? That is not my job here. This is my job to sit here and just give you the facts of the story and let you all decide.
Sounds very similar to my grandmother.
Who's that? Me or
The story.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all.
Your grandma has an OnlyFans?
No, just
her feet?
she was a coke dealer in the 80s in Louisville. I should say enough.
All right. My man.
Now, she told this young gentleman not to worry, though, because she is financially stable. And she doesn't want him to ruin his life by having a child. So it's okay. But if in the future he wants to meet his child, he can. He is open to that. Now, if the naming Amy Coops might sound familiar, she has made headlines in the past by declaring herself a proud mistress and a home wrecker.
It's the Catholic way.
I don't know how Catholic she can possibly be.
They wreck homes.
Yeah, but that's usually in the
Sounds
neighborhood.
about right from my view of them.
I mean, usually the gender roles are reversed, but they wreck homes.
I mean,
That's okay. I'm okay with that. When you're saying they about Catholics, I'm okay with that.
they do wreck
I was
homes.
raised Catholic.
So was I.
Southern Baptist, so I was close.
The priest never molested me, and you know what? His loss.
Third grade teacher. He liked to touch us. He's a weirdo.
I just had a roommate.
You got a roommate that liked to touch you?
Yeah, when we were in
You've
California, I had a roommate that molested me.
You only had lived with your parents.
No, we had roommates in California.
I don't know it. Just stop. We'll get to that another time. We're not gonna make this go into a dark turn. So, what'd you think of Miss Amy there, the South Carolina history teacher turned OnlyFans, Kelly?
I wouldn't miss a day of school.
Where were these teachers when we were growing up?
Yeah.
And how big of a legend is this 22-year-old kid that knocked up his 33-year-old high
Not
school
a legend.
history? Not a legend?
Legend? I don't know about that.
I don't know,
But
legend, but high five at least.
I think it's good on her that it's not like she was going after the students.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. She quit. Yeah, she quit when I guess they just, I think she's the same one that she quit because they discovered her OnlyFans account as
that's
well.
funny.
Like
That
she had,
happens a lot.
I mean, it happens all the time, but I think that she's also one of those, like the high school that she worked at found her OnlyFans. And then she was like, I'm a proud mistress. And I'm
Good
a
on
homewrecker.
her. That's got to be stressful and got to suck.
His
Like
pull-out game is weak.
that. I'm not saying about him. I was saying like for your job to find out that you do OnlyFans, then to like lose their mind.
Well,
I get she works around children. I get that completely, but still gotta suck.
Say, as a wife,
Whoa.
you
I have no why that just started playing. Sorry. Thanks, Christina P. I don't know where you just came from.
My girl.
Your homie, but I don't know. All right. And now for the story that goes like this.
Jesus. What is that? What the
What
fuck
the
is that?
So we all know it's never good when you go to the doctors or go to the doctor and they go, oh, that's new. Right? We all know that's never a good sign. Like, I'm pretty sure Lou Gehrig's not real happy that he has a disease named after him. You know, it's never good. Well, a 72-year-old man kept hearing a hissing sound. And he is now being told he is the first person to have, and this is literally in the medical journal, a whistling scrotum.
I want this. Like whenever he comes or in the wind.
No, he just kept hearing a hissing sound. I don't think you want this. Now hear me out.
I think I do.
Nope.
If
Now
I can have some activation noise to it.
just all day long? No.
No, I'm saying like it's like starting a PS2 and it that's
Stop
the-
it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Now hear me out. So now see what happened was this man was rushed to the hospital with because he couldn't breathe and he had a swollen face and this hissing sound. So after complaining and going to the hospital, they took an X-ray that revealed that he had excess air pockets around his lungs that if they wouldn't taken care of, that his lungs could collapse
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then his air You could kill him and eventually kill him. So you already know where this is going.
Yeah.
So they had to put 2 tubes in his chest to get this air out. And 5 months prior, this man had to have testicle surgery that left an open wound on the left side of his scrotum due to excess swelling. So he had to get this removed. And it was allowing air to escape through there. And that's what was calling the sound.
No, I think I'm just replacing one of my balls with a speaker.
So
Now,
were
he was
they like inflated? Like a whoopee cushion?
like, I don't know, man.
I mean, did you see the Pierce Paris stuff where they like his size?
No, I don't know. I didn't see them. There was no pictures. So the gentleman was able to go home after 3 days.
That's a fun party trick.
Now, he did have air trapped in his scrotum, in his lower abdomen.
Abdomen.
Thank
That's
you.
better.
Abdomen. Whatever. And that condition is called nemoscrotum. So no, like, not Nemo, like, yeah. Anyways, that lasted 2 years. They wrote in the journal that was an abnormally long time. The doctors couldn't determine the cause, and they noted they were eventually forced to remove not one, but both of the man's testicles to resolve the issue.
Did they have him blow a few loads before at least when freezing?
I don't think this 72-year-old man was still jerking off at the time.
72. Okay, never mind.
So wow, they held some serious air.
How? How? Oh fuck, man. Those things. I would. God damn it. Now I want to see them. Is that weird?
Haven't seen the Paperboy in a few weeks.
Like, I want to see
Knowing
this.
that he's that age, I know they're as long as Pierce Paris is.
Dude, those things were probably hanging down his knee. Dude, he had wind chimes for testicles.
I'm like actively trying to stretch my balls. I want to be able to get them to my ass at least. That would be fun.
Ooh. What now?
Yeah.
Please
you
do
can
it. Wait.
It's
First
basically
of all,
like jelking, but you can
No,
do
no,
it
no,
with your
no.
balls.
I don't need a demonstration.
actually, yes, we
You
do.
know what
What-
jelking is?
No, what is jelking?
Jelking is the process of stretching your penis, and it basically is you're ripping your muscles and ligaments so it'll become longer eventually. And you do this for like a few years, and you can get like a good inch or two onto your penis. But you can do the same thing with your balls. And I want to get to the point where I can put my balls like against my asshole. I don't know about put them in my asshole, but I
hey,
at least
buddy.
want to get like down there.
Just wait. Time will do that for you.
I know, but I want to get there quicker where it's still like sturdy.
They don't lose like.
Because they already touch the water, like in most toilets. I kind of got to hold them or put them on my thigh.
Dirty. I've heard a lot of things referred to as sturdy, like a deck,
A table.
like a table, a chair. You know, hey, this table's not very sturdy.
Scrotum skin, though.
Oh Lord.
I don't even know what to fucking say to that.
everybody has a dream.
I mean,
You go for it.
you've reached for the stars, buddy.
You reach for that anus.
You get to your chocolate starfish with your testicles as fast as you want. Who are we to judge and make fun of you?
Eventually be hanging from meat hooks and putting my balls in my asshole at the same time. It's my dream.
All right. So the whistling sound, right? So
I want to figure out if that's possible. I want to already split my tongue. I want to see if I can install a little skin flap and like.
If they could have done it, they would. If they can do that, they would have already done it by putting a squeaky toy inside of a woman's breast.
That's a good one. I wonder
Just
if you
saying.
could sterilize it enough.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they can. I don't think it's happening, buddy. I don't think you could put like a slide whistle on your penis, or however that goes. I don't think that's possible.
Hopefully, eventually, I'll get it tattooed at least.
your balls tattooed.
No, my dick at least. I don't know about the balls.
You got
I-
something picked out already?
Dude, I know.
I
I
got
know a dude who
something
has a
for my
dragon.
pubic area. The dragon. That's a little 2000. That's a little like
Yeah.
Ed Hardy for me.
You nailed it, boys. That's exactly what it is.
No, in my pubic area, I'm gonna get a little anime guy that's spreading his legs so it looks like he has a giant dick.
I can appreciate that.
But I don't know what I'm gonna put on my dick yet. My buddy Austin used to always say that he was gonna get a cross on his dick so he can fuck the hell out of girls. But I don't think that's a very good one.
No, that's lame, buddy. That's the guy who gets the rooster underneath his knee. Is like, I have a cock below my knee.
I have
hate
an
y'all.
actual dick below my knee. Like, I got him leveled up.
You ever seen a Garfield tattoo?
No. What's the joke behind that?
Coach Kelly, you went there. Go ahead. Run with it, big guy.
Yeah.
I've seen one in a very interesting place and nobody asked to see it.
Oh, that's just gross.
Yeah.
I feel like she's just gonna smell like lasagna.
Best
That's
case
not a
scenario.
good advertisement.
Best case scenario. Lasagna.
At least a meatball. Like, that garlic bread isn't smelling good.
Like, I get I got a corpse on my fucking leg, an assassinated president, but no, that's just gross.
Done and done. So, shall we get
What
into a
you
couple?
got next? Yeah.
So we get to a couple of clips before we get to the Reddits or the stories of the week, the Reddit stories later. So I got a couple of clips.
All right.
So things that you shouldn't do.
Can you turn that on?
Oh no.
That's not a very good mom.
She asked her to turn it on. She didn't say to touch it again.
But she didn't stop her either.
Yeah, well, kids got to learn somehow.
A lesson that you only learned once, huh?
I can see myself doing that.
We
You
put up
learn quick.
so we were at
mouse
the
brain.
so where we down at my uncle's farm one summer. We put up the electric fence for him.
You pee on it.
Nope. Oh, I did do that by accident squirrel hunting, where his neighbor put up an electric fence and didn't tell anybody about it. And I put my 22 down and peed on it by accident. I found it. But so to test the electric fence, I'm sitting there like leaning against the gate, holding a metal gate, and my cousin, being an asshole, this is where I learned that humans are conductive, grabbed the fence and then grabbed my arm as I'm holding a metal fucking gate. Oh, did I tell you I was standing in water? Like,
yeah,
it was literally in a like it couldn't be more of a farm like this situation.
he was in
and-
rubber boots and he was
Nope.
good.
He was good. Me, on the other hand, got like a double dose of whatever voltage just went through me. This is probably why they can't have kids or anything like that, because of shit like this. And I just started. He started laughing. He goes, "I didn't feel a thing." Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, if you wear the right shoes, you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, but he went, grabbed that, and then grabbed me. Fucker.
Yeah, pretty much if you have cowboy boots on, you don't feel an electric fence.
Fucking ass. So you want to meet that little girl's dad?
Oh no.
Because this is what I
Is he gonna
imagine,
look like Kelly.
kind of.
On the corner of the shovel, you're facing.
Feel attacked. He looks more like me.
Oh yeah, he does look more like you.
That's a good gender reveal.
They should do more gender reveals like that.
Very low key.
Only one person gets fucked up. They don't have to burn down an entire forest or the state of California.
You can do the whole thing for like $30. Like spray paint, shovel, you're good.
Some Dawn.
A dad reveal,
Oh Lord, you got that video ready?
huh?
You
No,
got
I don't.
That video ready?
No, I do not. I did not put that on here. I do not need that on my life on there.
That's some good shit.
What's that? Dude, that was funny.
Fuck.
Dude, this rhino just fucks this thing up.
Fuck this car.
Oh. God.
That's what you get for painting it like a zebra.
Bro, what is the person in the inside thinking right now?
I'm dead.
You're not coming out of this thing, right?
That almost looks
Dude.
like a golf course, but I don't imagine it is.
Dude, the car's still running.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Their foot's probably stuck to the gas too.
Jesus.
Dude, what was that guy thinking that was in there?
He's thinking this vacation pretty boring. Oh God.
Oh, look at, we're just gonna take a shortcut. Just
Hey,
quick
that-
shortcut,
Yeah.
little detour. We'll see something.
Right for
I've
this
done
video.
the grizzly bear drive-throughs and stuff like that. I'm not doing a rhino one.
Did you see like the video?
Like, what was it?
Yeah, I'm not doing the rhino one either. But you see the video of the guy he's sitting there like an African safari, and he's like sitting on the chair in front on the Jeep, and all of a sudden from like 10 feet away, a lion peeks its head around the corner like this and stares at him, and this dude's this way, and he stares, and you fucking almost jumps right out of that fucking chair. That lion's looking at him like, "Hey man, who's hunting who?"
Fuck you. Like, no fucking way.
Fuck that.
I'm doing that. I'll go fuck.
Nope, I'm good.
I think with a handler and shit, I'd go face to face with a grizzly bear. Not like a wild one, but like if they have a handler and shit, sure. No fucking way I'm going near a rhino or even like a hippo.
Well, hippo kills more people every year than any animal
Yeah,
because
like,
they're so
fuck you.
territorial.
I want to play with a baby hippo. I want to play with a baby hippo. That's the only thing. I want to play with a baby hippo.
Baby.
They
hippo.
look like, yeah, they look like spore creatures in real life.
No, I'm good.
Just looks like two ovals living.
Hmm.
Is that a cat? No.
Bird.
I don't know what it is, man. I laugh every time a bird flies into a
I
window.
feel so dumb.
That was a hell of a thump.
Dude, that was full force. Boom.
Is that a cat? No. Thunk.
Not even close.
What was that? An owl
It
or
was
a
an owl.
hawk?
It was a fucking owl that was in there. Dude, that thing was going full force. You ever fucking seen an owl in like the wild?
Here and
Yeah.
there.
Dude, we were like frog gigging, like hunting frogs, and my cousin got nailed on the top of his head by an owl. Just went boop, like trying to take his hat right off his fucking head. Yeah, and then somebody caught one while we were night fishing. Someone was using a topwater lure, and it fucking came down and nailed the topwater lure and took off, and like hooked it. It's fucking. Somebody goes, "Oh, just cuddle it, like grab your work gloves and just cuddle it like a rooster." And
Yeah,
as
because everybody cuddles roosters all the time.
like as you're just holding a rooster. What? Yeah, because a rooster has 9-inch talons. This thing was dude. That was the biggest bird I've ever seen.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you would do. I would cut the line. That's not my business.
That's
Yep.
what we kind of
Good luck, sir.
dude. We couldn't get close to this fucking bird. We just kind of cut the line, and hopefully the hook kind of came out of its foot because it would not let us get near it at all.
Yeah, no. Like that's you have to put it under like sedation to get that thing fixed. That's not gonna let you do shit.
Yeah, it was.
I think I'd cut the line and just hope for the best.
Yep. Just forget it happened. That was some other dude.
I feel bad for that one, but
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
not grabbing at an owl.
All right, let's get some Reddit stories in, shall we?
Huh.
So we do some conspiracy theories, a bad sign, probably Kelly's kid. I think I did find your Reddit story on. So we're gonna share. Yeah, let's do Kelly. This might be
start with
you.
that.
I'm pretty sure this might be your kid in your story.
What is the smartest thing you've seen a child do? When one of our twins had just turned 5, just a few weeks into kindergarten, I went into our playroom and realized the computer was running Windows 10. I asked,
Can we actually tell this guy isn't very? It had to be you because you know why I know it's you? Because the guy said when one of our twins just turned 5, like the other twin didn't turn 5 with it. That's how I know this is Kelly right there.
Oh no.
No one
One
caught
of
that.
our twins had just turned 5. What the fuck is that sentence?
No,
That's how I knew right now. Like, oh, that's Kelly. I know that motherfucker. I know that's him.
That's not a fucking sentence.
that's not me.
I know that man. Get him over here.
The other one was like a month later or some shit. I
All right, let's start this over.
what is the smartest thing you've seen a child do? When one of our twins had just turned 5, just a few weeks into kindergarten, I went into our playroom and realized the computer was running Windows 10. I asked my wife if she upgraded it. I asked our then 10-year-old. No and no. Stumped, I finally asked the 5-year-old. He proudly announced that he had as he liked Windows 10. Not quite believing him, I asked him how. He sat down, brought up Google, typed in Windows 10 upgrade instructions, and started reading me the steps. Stunned, I asked, "You can read?" He laughed and said he'd been able to read that well for over a year. I asked him how. He pulled up YouTube for Kids on his tablet and showed me how he had enabled closed captions. He calmly said he'd been reading along since he was 3. He's 6 now. I have yet to find software that will lock down his tablet. He cracks them all, proud and a little scared.
Good on him.
Did you just say good?
All right.
Yeah. He'll be
Smart.
teaching daddy how to launder money before he knows it.
Oh, that
I
kid.
can't tell if it's a dumb dad
Well,
or-
clearly it's a dumb dad.
a little bit. Yeah, first sentence. Never mind.
Like when one of our twins just turned 5.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
true.
all right. How terrible is it going to be if this guy hears this story? We're just dog shitting him on his first sentence. He was like, "Hey, man, the other one passed away."
Well, he would still be 5.
Well, would he?
His ashes would be.
At least the headstone.
Thoughts and prayers.
Off the prayers. You know,
Maybe the other kid ate it, and that's why he's so smart. It's like prototype.
it's like prototype.
One of our twins just turned 5. Yeah, there's really no good explanation for that sentence. Well,
It's just that when the twins turned 5, one of them,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That would have been the proper way to say that, I think.
yeah, but it's Reddit. It's not Yale, so I'll let it go.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm just really disappointed that none of you two caught it. And I was like, wait a minute. Nothing yet?
Oh, I
Nothing
was
on that.
reading. I was reading ahead to the Windows 10 part. I was like, Windows 10. Why is that so impressive?
Because one of the twins just turned 5.
It fucking prompts you. All he had to do is accidentally click the wrong button, and it does it for you. Woo, my kid's a genius. He's probably just trying to get the thing out of the way so he can watch his stupid Blippy videos. I'm sure it's a real nice family. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, to the other twin who just turned 5.
Yeah.
No, there's still 4.
I
What do you mean?
Maybe there are twins that are born on different days, because that is possible. We did learn that.
Yeah, but if he just turned, then it would be his birthday. I don't know. Guy's a moron. He doesn't know how to install Windows. All right.
Clearly, we're not dealing with the brightest bulb here. All right.
You
I love
listen
how
to
that was my point of he's dumb. I didn't even remember the first sentence. I was like, if you're computer inept, fuck you. That was my point of reference.
Yeah, if your 5-year-old's outsmarting you on computer software, you're in for a world of hurt. This vodka tastes an awful lot like water. I don't know what's going on. Honey, did you take the car out last night? It's parked different. It has a big scratch on the side.
It's only the
Shame.
gas light's on.
Okay,
All right.
moving.
Which one of you idiots would do this?
I can't see the.
Today I F up by eating the hottest peppers I could find while having no sense of taste or smell due to COVID. My
Oh, no.
FU happened 3 days ago and I've just now recovered enough to relive it. I got COVID for the second time over the weekend and by Monday I had lost all sensation of taste and smell. At the peak of the pandemic I joked with my brother-in-law about running a hot pepper gauntlet if I ever lost my sense of taste and smell from COVID because I heard you could handle spicy things. Mind you, I've always loved spicy things.
Oh no.
But habaneros are usually the hottest I can go. So I started with those, because why not? And nothing. So I thought, let's just jump right into one called the Death Spiral, which is hotter than a ghost pepper but not as hot as a Carolina Reaper. This is the moment where I think I can pinpoint where my F-up happened. Nothing. No taste, no spice. So I immediately threw 2 Carolina Reaper peppers down followed by about 10 to 15
No.
pieces of habaneros and Death Spiral peppers. About halfway through, my body started to retaliate. I was
Yup.
sweating. I was numb, I felt like I was going to die. But the burn wasn't there. Until it was. It's hard to describe.
Yup.
Anyway, I suffered through the night with awful indigestion and took antacids to try to calm it. I was miserable. I didn't think it could get any worse, but then the moment came where I had to evacuate them. And my God,
Yup.
the pure fire and rage that my sphincter had was unbearable. It felt like Satan himself was trying to claw his way out of my rectum. I swore I'd pooped blood, but there was none.
I
For
did.
hours afterwards I swear the fire feeling that came from my exit hatch could have made s'mores for the entire family. I'm still in pain days later.
Exit hatch.
I shat blood the first day and it hurt for 2 more.
What'd you eat that made you shit blood?
The fucking the chip that you made me eat.
Oh, well, let me tell you something, buddy.
I get it wasn't as bad as that, but it's some of the same peppers.
I didn't fucking shit blood.
It
Put
fucked
that
me
on a
up.
t-shirt.
Might be the title of this podcast this week.
Buddy, I didn't shit blood.
But did you die?
But did you die? He didn't die. But this guy's an idiot. How bad? Like, I guess that wasn't a well thought out plan of like, oh, at least I can't taste the spice. Nothing bad can happen to me.
No, if you
Nope.
have enough capsaicin, you can get high from it. Like,
He probably had hallucinations.
yeah, it could get serious.
Like, he probably thought he was on an LSD trip.
You probably really lucked out he couldn't smell the aftermath. Or maybe
Well,
not.
No,
That's
he
usually
could,
a warning sign.
but he could feel the aftermath.
Yeah. That's probably why he didn't know it was coming so bad, because he couldn't smell the warning signs. It's like, oh, I'm just a little gassy. Not, I think I'm dying.
Nope. This dude straight dying.
If we do the chip again, I think this year I'm gonna be a lot better. I've been eating hot sauce like constantly.
Is this year's chips out?
I don't know. I don't think so yet.
I think they usually come out about this time. So
I think it's like towards mid of July.
I don't know. You can always Google it. All right, let's do some conspiracy theories. And if you need me to pause, just let me know.
Which conspiracy theory is so believable that it might be true? The reason Disney came out with a movie called Frozen was so that when you Googled Disney Frozen you would get information about the movie and not websites talking about Walt Disney's body being frozen. Apple started the meme about AirPods being expensive as a marketing ploy. Ancestry DNA and the rest of those ancestry websites are run by the government to have access to people's DNA to
That's a fact.
This one's a fact?
It might not have started that way, but it's definitely developed that way.
Or definitely went into that direction. What makes you say that?
It might have been
used.
It might have been a happy accident. That's how they caught the Golden State Killer.
Yeah, I was about to say there's been multiple crimes that they've used that against them.
Yeah, they think that's how they're going to get Zodiac.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because of Ancestry.com?
I think I read somewhere they're going to wait, that they think he's already dead, and they're going to wait another 5 to 10 years for the database to be large enough to test the last good DNA sample they have.
Yeah, like the doctor that has the almost 100 kids or whatever the fuck, that was the same way he got caught.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a list of people. Like it is
Jesus.
It might not have started that way, but it has quickly turned into a happy accident for law enforcement.
I think
Darn the bad luck.
Yeah, I don't think I would call it a conspiracy exactly, because it's been in front of us the entire time. I think you have to be willingly ignorant to not look at it.
Yeah.
So
because
I wouldn't call this one a conspiracy.
No.
Just
yeah,
because
it's not like they're
yeah, it
behind it.
happens.
All they do is they grab a sample and throw it
Yeah.
online and be like, "Oh, hey, look at that."
Exactly.
So this
like
just turned
I
into one of those
can't-
happy accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a conspiracy. I get their point, but not completely conspiracy.
I do like the
That would
Frozen.
be,
Let's go on.
the Frozen one's not bad. Like,
I could imagine actually Disney doing that because they have enough money. They're like, hey, we need to come up with a movie called Frozen because we really got to get Walt Disney's head off the
Oh
Google
yeah, I
search
remember
engine.
seeing that. That was funny to me.
You know, like really do. All right.
cross-reference crimes, etc. Lotteries are actually traps for time travelers. That Snowpiercer is the sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
What? I'm gonna have to watch Snowpiercer now.
You ever seen Snowpiercer?
No.
I don't. Okay, I've seen Snowpiercer and I've seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know the connection. I don't see how the connection works on that one.
I've
seen
read
Willy
the
Wonka
book and
a couple times.
everything for Willy Wonka, so I'd be down to watch it.
You never seen?
I
You never
love the
seen
fucking book.
You never seen the movie?
I've seen both of them. I've seen
Oh.
both the Willy Wonkas, and I've read the book and everything. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I've never seen Snowpiercer, so
That makes me want to see Snowpiercer.
Yeah,
I was on the fence, but now I'm all in.
I've
Because
never heard of it. I've
it-
never.
It's a train that travels around the world because everything's frozen. And the front of the train is high class, middle class, low class. As you go back, and it's like food rations, water ration. It's basically an apocalypse on a train.
But where does Gene Wilder come into play?
That's why I want to know.
Well, I mean, the book is kind of about classism and stuff, talking about the one guy in the town that holds all this money. He owns a chocolate factory. Everyone works for him, yada, yada. And it kind of goes into classism and how just going into money, going to one group of people and that's it and stuff like that. So I can kind of see it.
I don't know. All right, last story. And this is the type of bullshit some people have to deal with. But this also might be made up. I don't know. You guys tell me.
Women of Reddit, what flirting signals do men miss or not pick up on? I was and still am really bad on picking up signals. Some years ago I worked in a large office, and the pretty receptionist used to wave at me every time I came in. I used to grab a bite, usually alone, at lunch in the canteen, and she asked if she could join me. This became regular for a couple of weeks and we'd chat about non-consequential stuff. Sometimes she appeared to try and steer the conversation towards flirty stuff, but I was uncomfortable and didn't follow up. She would flick and twist her hair, smile and tilt her head when I talked. After a while, when I walked past reception and she started blowing kisses to me. So I thought, okay, those must be signals, right? So I got up the courage to ask her out. She reported me to HR for harassment.
Don't believe it.
Don't believe it?
No.
Yeah. Calling horse shit.
Yeah, no.
Call
that's
complete-
as blatant as of a liar as you can be.
You know all those signals. You paid attention to all that shit just to get called. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you stalked her, bro. You're a stalker.
Yeah, no. You message her a shit ton on Instagram
you-
Facebook and like,
Yeah.
no. Shut the fuck up.
You stalked her, bro. Calling stalker. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I really have this week.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't much. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no,
You know,
I think it was all right.
I do have a closing clip, but other than that,
We got
but Kelly, thank you for joining us again this week. Hope your work week goes a little bit better.
Can't go anywhere worse.
I hope everyone will see on the this. I hope when you're listening to this, everyone had a good and safe 4th
of
July.
Yeah.
So everyone's safe. When you're listening to this, you're obviously still alive, and hopefully you still got 10 fingers and toes.
Yeah, don't Jason Pierre-Paul yourself.
That's correct. Jamie, got anything?
Ankle_eater on Twitter, but nah.
LostLosers.com. Go buy a t-shirt. I do need that money. LostLosersPodcast@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of us, Lost_Loser_podcast on Instagram. And I think on TikTok now. I don't remember how I have that now. And if you want to find us, losers_lost on Twitter. If you want to be super cool, please go to Patreon and donate $5. We greatly appreciate that. That all goes right back into this wonderful little podcast. And now that is it. That is all I have. Besides one last message, because I love you all.
Oh no.
A helmet.
Oh!
Yeah.
Thanks for listening,
Just-
everybody.
Just a little flash of the.
That's it. Love you all. Goodbye.